Hey, Dammits, what's going on? So I watched the reunion part 2 of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and Mary had a little lamb. You didn't want to come to this goddamn reunion because you know goddamn well you running a goddamn cult. Do you understand me? I knew it was a cult in season 1 when you were introduced to us. Do you understand me? And that shit probably was, I'm not going to say probably, I'm going to just go with the fact that it's been a goddamn cult since back when your grandmama was alive. Do you understand me? That's why you married your grandmama's husband, your granddaddy. That's what they do in them goddamn cults. They all like sleep with relatives and shit and child. With that being said, I'm not surprised that you got to a support group. Yeah, that's what happens. It's probably a lot of support groups for Mormons. Yeah, I said it because that's a cult. Sorry, it is. But with that being said, right, I'm not surprised that she probably had an affair with Cameron when he was young because she didn't want Robert Sr. She didn't want Robert Sr. in the beginning. She married him for the money. That's why her mama ain't speaking to her. Do you understand me? She gave him a son and ain't touched his ass since. That's why they live in separate rooms. They live separate lives, child. They don't want each other. Mary been grossed out. She said that on the first night of her wedding that she didn't want to sleep with him and lied and said she was on a period, child. She slept with him probably a few times, lucked up and got that son and was like, okay, here go your son. We keeping this bullshit in the family and good luck to you. Do you understand me? So I'm not surprised that it was alleged that Cameron had an affair with her. He probably not the only one she had an affair with. Do you understand me? And I'm not surprised that when Jen went to that goddamn church, they was praising and fanning and catering to Mary because they do think Mary is in the lineage of Jesus, because that's what them cult leaders do. Do you understand me? So I'm not surprised, but they lost me when they said she can dress. How the hell she can dress? Because she got a bunch of designer shit out of y'all hard-on paychecks, and she put it together. Just because people wear designer shit don't mean they don't have a knack for tack, meaning naturally tacky, and that is what Mary is. Do you understand me? And then Meredith, you gonna make the comment and say, well, it wasn't $300K that he mortgaged, it was 10% of that. I don't give a shit if it was 10% or 5%. The fact that he gave $30,000 to Mary is absurd, bitch, because I don't know no pastors and I don't know no congregation members have ever mortgaged their house for no goddamn pastor. But see, whatever go home be behind closed doors, it's a possibility. Do you understand me? Because religious leaders and cult leaders, they all do fucked up shit behind the scenes probably. Do you understand me? But that's between them and God. I just hold you accountable for what you're preaching to me. If you're preaching to me and it's not found in my Bible as true, then I got a problem with you. But what you do behind closed doors, I don't know. So if they did ask for people to mortgage their house, they still wrong as shit for doing that. Do you understand me? With that being said, Lisa Barlow, I do believe that you forgot that mic was on recording you. I believe you meant what you said, but you didn't want it to get out, right? Because even you, Heather, you said you say stuff like that behind our back all the time. So for y'all to know that she didn't want that to get out, I think she meant it. She been wanting to say it, but she got caught because she forgot. That's why she took it off and threw it at us. So I will say, Lisa, I'm on your side about you forgot that shit. You didn't want that shit to get out. Then you going to try to apologize at the reunion and say, well, that's because you said my renovation of my house was shitty. Like Meredith said, no, bitch, just because I talk about a renovation, you don't say all that shit. But Meredith, I'm going to say this in closing. Now, Lisa ain't the only one that said you got a lot of boyfriends and had a lot of boyfriends, child. Everybody ain't going to say the same thing, Meredith. So since they don't have no problem with putting your vagina business out here, I'm going to need season 3 for you to tell on every goddamn body, girl. I'm watching.